Hey guys, it's Christine. Welcome back to my channel where I talk about budgeting in my bullet journal. So today I am doing my budget for April 6th. I got paid today. I usually do these beforehand, which I've already kind of started right here. These numbers were accurate as of last night. I just didn't feel like doing a video, to be honest. And anyway, there's a lot of changes in my budget this video. If you saw my last video, my paycheck closeout for the March 23rd paycheck, you'll see that I was negative in a lot of areas. So if you want to see how I try to dig myself out of this hole, keep watching. So let's just get down to it. I did get $20 from my sister, so I'm just gonna put it here. $20, and that went to the tea money. I think expense, yeah. And then I got that $20 refund from Bank of America for a check that did not go through. It was uncashed, so they sent it back to me, and that goes to my G1 checking. So I don't really count that as income, but it's on the plus side. So I did not get my PTO. So as you may or may not know, I took I took some time off last Friday, and my boss did not submit my PTO, so I did not get paid any PTO for that day I missed, and my paycheck today is $2,031.81. So that's what we're working with. But yeah, well, let's continue. So I kind of skip over this till I get these filled in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that now. So I've got my T-Mobile bill that's due on the 7th. It's about $150. iCloud is $3. I haven't upgraded yet. I might do that this week. I still haven't canceled Apple TV, so I left it there because it reminds me that if I don't cancel it, I'm gonna have to pay for it. Delta Care is $32, Vision is $50, and car insurance is $52. And I believe that does total to $292. So 52155 15, 19. So yeah, that is $292. Okay, and then water is, I think it's below 60, but I budget 60 for it, and whatever is left over just stays in that rent, etc. account. For the rent, etc., that always gets $500. Okay, and if you didn't see my closeout video for March 23rd paycheck, I suggest you go watch that right now. I'll link it up here somewhere. So what I had to do, for my T-money expense, okay, so I had a lot of money in there, and I wasn't really using it all. I sort of kept like a little bit of a buffer in there. Right. So for my T-money account, I made sure that I had, so I'm kind of doing this backwards. I made sure that I still had $610 in there, because that's how much I'm budgeting here. Now the reason why I did that this way is because there's week-long delay between the time that I transfer the money to the time that it shows up in my T-Money account, my T-Mobile checking account. So I am debating what to do here. I thought I would have it figured out by now, but I think we're just going to do this on the fly. So I zeroed out all these, even though all my categories, almost all my categories were over budget. So almost all my categories were over budget. But if I took my T-Mobile money account, what I had left in it, subtracted what I had spent, I was only over $42.67. So clean slate, kind of. I was lucky I had a little bit of a buffer and did not have to actually go into the negative into my actual account. I was just in the negative on paper. So I took all my categories to 0, and I am starting over. So for gas/car, I'm giving myself $75. $100, 100. And I know I make my ones kind of weird, so apologies. All right, so there's already $610 in there. So I am going to, I'm still thinking about it. Okay, so my starting amount here is so 250, 150. Okay. And then I do have an appointment coming up on the 16th. I hope that's enough money. I don't know. Inflation and all that good stuff. So, yeah. All right. So that stays at 150 for sinking. Right here. Santa Saver always gets 25. That's on automatic transfer. Emergency fund. I have to cancel this. So emergency fund is going to get 0 this month. And that is because I am going to pay down my credit card debt that I acquired when I bought my daughter a MacBook Pro. It cost me $1,431.73. That includes the MacBook and the Apple Care and taxes. So yeah, so I've got that sitting on my credit card, and I want to get rid of it. So I am not putting anything towards emergency fund. That's going to be 0. Roth IRA, I'm going to continue that just because. So let's go ahead and calculate. Let's see where we are right now. Okay, so 2031.81. I'm not going to count these up here. Okay, minus 500, minus 150, minus 25, minus 250 is $1,106.81. So, oh, that's why. Do this 385 here. Okay. I'm thinking that should have been 395, but I penciled in 385, so that is me assuming that I am getting rid of some things. I think I'm gonna have to revisit that, but let's just go with it, okay? 385. So now I'm at $721.81. And I think it all boils down to whether or not I'm taking that. I'm going to put 0. All right. I'm taking a big leap of faith. So I don't really have a buffer in my T-Money account now. It's just this $610 plus this $20. So I guess that $20 is my buffer. So let's just calculate everything here. 385, 500, 150, 25, 250. That's 1310. Okay. All right, I'm glad I didn't count these 20s because they could just live there as a buffer. So 2031, 0.81 minus 1310 equals, so I have 700. I smudged it. That's really gonna bother me. That's gonna bother me so much, you guys. Okay, 1310. I have gotten erasable pens in the past, but I wasn't crazy about how they looked. I am gonna just have to fix that. So 721.81. That is what I have left over. If everything calculates just fine, that's the money I am gonna send to pay part of the MacBook. All right, so that is my budget for the April 6th paycheck, paycheck number 1. I am, instead of putting $292 into my G1 checking for my bills, I'm putting $385 each paycheck, just like what I do with the G1 rent, etc., where I'm putting in $500 each paycheck, and it'll make it more steady as far as what I'm playing with here for the variable expenses. I'm not putting anything in my T-Money account because I went ahead and held on to this 610 right here. I'm sorry, 610 right here from what was already sitting in there, and I sent the rest to my credit card account. I'm not putting anything towards emergency fund. I'm gonna have to cancel that. And so that 610 plus 100, it's about $710 I'm freeing up, and then plus whatever little extra. So yeah, seeing how it goes here without much of a buffer. I've just got that $20 buffer right there. Got a little buffer growing here in the G1 checking account. I mean, that's like $200. That's $181 plus the 20. That's like $200 in there. But I think I'm gonna leave it there because, well, number one, I was short in my expected pay. So thanks for watching, you guys. I hope I was able to explain what I did in my budget here, the things that are different, the things that stayed the same. If you have any questions, comment down below. Hit like and subscribe if you like this type of content. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.